Hey, how's it going? Today we're gonna talk about money. And this first concept today is gonna be called I love every dollar. Because you gotta love every dollar. Because see, we live in a period of time where people are overly obsessed with money. They are making every move during their day based on money. They are feeling sorry for themselves and judging themselves based on money. They're holding themselves back because they don't feel like they're worth as much money as other people, and it's all wrong. So you got to start loving every dollar that you have. You have to love the bank account you have right now, and you have to love the money that will be coming to you. See, all the money that's in your bank account was in someone else's bank account at one point, and then all the money that was in their bank account was in someone else's bank account, and you don't really own any of the money. Yet we put this imaginary principle, this illusion on the money, and we say to ourselves, this is mine and I have to protect it. And then once you get a bunch of money, you start worrying about losing all the money that you just got. So it's never enough. It is a illusion, and it's kind of a sickness. And the only way that you can truly become rich and become wealthy is to love every dollar more than the next person. I guess that's not true. You just got to start loving every dollar, though. You have to look at your bank account and say, I love my bank account. I can feel it flowing full and rampant with cash. So the thing that we're trying to talk about is, I'm not saying, you gotta love it because it's a hippie thing. It's more of like an actual energetic thing. It's more of a universal agreement, right? Let's say you want something to come to you at its own free will, right? Now you can force things to come to you, and that's what most of us do. But if we just start showing love towards it, it tends to come to us naturally. It comes in abundance. And the universe is always growing. All these trees, everything around me, they are all gonna grow as absolutely big as possible. They're not gonna hold anything back. And the universe wants them to grow abundantly and to have all the resources that they have. Human beings are the only creatures that hold themselves back because we make up fears, we make up stories, we consider ourselves to be all-knowing when we don't know jack shit. So if you really want to have all the money in the world coming to you, you have to take time and love every dollar. Because first of all, if you love a dollar more than someone else, it's probably going to come to you more than it is going to come to somebody else. And if you have been listening to all the creative stuff I've been talking about, you'll be able to find new ways to creatively make money. See, sometimes people are working too hard to actually become rich. They are so focused on the small picture that they don't even look up to look at the big picture, to see the other potentials, to try the new things. And they're working and working and working, and they wonder why they're not rich. And it's because they're stuck in that small mind, that small window, when they need to pop their head up, stop working, and take some time to make some wealth. Take some time to set yourself up for success instead of constantly putting your nose to the grindstone and, looking down all the time. So the first actionable step that I want people to take is feel the love for their money that they have right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything. All you have to do, though, is feel that actual love inside you, and that love for your money. And you have to be okay with that feeling. And more than be okay, you have to actually love every single dollar that you have right now, because there's only right now, and there's only this moment. So if you love all the money you have in this moment, you will begin to love all the money that you are going to be receiving in every moment. So that's the first exercise, is just love where you are, because you can't change anything right this second. But if you start to raise your vibration and you start to feel love for that money, then money's gonna want to come to you, because you are gonna show it the most love. You are going to raise your vibration and raise your worth just by feeling the love for your money. And you need to fall in love with your money. And the thing that I'm going to talk about next is you are the creator of all your abundance, of all your money. You don't have to think that somebody else is the one who is going to give you all your money, because you are the one that's going to make all the money happen, right? So if we were over here and I went over here and there's this huge waterfall, right? And it's just pouring water. And then I ran over there and I scoop up a cup and I come back to you and I go, look at this cup of water that I made. I'm totally neglecting the fact that there is a huge source over this hill of waterfall, of water. And that's what we do with each paycheck. You know, we are this abundant source, this waterfall of cash and money. And we tend to just look at the cup that we have right now instead of the waterfall that we are of abundance, of grand money and love and all the things that we want. So that's the second thing. You have to start seeing yourself as more than just the cup, more than just the small mind, but as a huge waterfall gushing of abundance and potential and opportunity. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to start to probably an hour a day feel what it would be like to be worth billions or millions of dollars. Worth as much money as you could possibly ever need, as happy as you could possibly be. And you have to really feel it, and like I said, for at least an hour each day. And then you have to see what type of person it would be. What type of person would you be if you were worth millions of dollars, right? Or billions of dollars, whatever is a big number for you. What type of person would you have to become? You know, what frequency would you be on? And then you have to monitor your mind, and you have to start asking yourself, is this what an important person would be worrying about? Is this what an important person would be thinking about? And then, of course, you have to just love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to do any of this other stuff that we're talking about. But if you do love yourself, you'll be able to say, I'm okay to spend money on, because I know that I'm abundant. I'm not afraid to be broke, because I know I can make more money. I know that more money is coming to me. And I love every dollar, so I know I'm not wasting it, because I love money. And when you start to do these things, you'll start to realize that you are in control of your life, not money. You are the waterfall of abundance and prosperity, and you are just on your journey to raise your frequency, to be somebody who's worth more than money. Because once you're worth more than money, money will come to you easily. Money will come flying to you. Because, you know, life is there's teeter-totter. You know, there's always cause and effect, and then there's this one side, right? You got money over here, and then you're over here. And if there's a balance, you tend to get fucked up because you think, because you think money weighs more than you. Money is more than you. But as soon as you start to wake up and realize that you are worth more than money, and you love every dollar, but you don't need it, and you're not afraid to be broke because you are abundant and you're gonna make more money, then you can really start to become free. And you can really start to do the things that are actually going to bring you the most joy, the most happiness. And you're gonna stop worrying about pennies, and you're really gonna start focusing on the bigger picture. And that's when the real money can start to develop, because you're enough. You're enough right now to make millions of dollars. You can completely fucking change your life tomorrow or today by just taking a few of these steps and doing them and doing the practice. So this has been just one day of money love, and I think I'm gonna do a 21-day segment. So stick around, and I'm gonna read a different book on money, and I'm going to, you know, just kind of I'm gonna go deep as fuck, because I love money. I love talking about money, and I've been trying to find out, you know, how I can help people the most, and people seem to be obsessed with money. So I'll just go where they are, and I'm gonna start, you know, regularly doing these. And if you really want to join, I'll probably put a link at the bottom. But again, it's gonna be 21 days of money, and we're gonna take a really deep dive, and we're going to change people's lives, and we're gonna fucking get rich as fuck. All right, I love money. You gotta love every dollar. I love every dollar. Peace.